Invincible.
Okay, so the next topic I want to discuss, because I'm sick and tired of hearing people say how Lonzo is a bust. 32 games. That's all he's been playing. On a bad team as
23,
well.
but...
33.
I know what you
They're
mean.
not a bad team. They're a youthful team, but in terms of their record, yeah. But they got potential.
So, Mark, you were saying he's a bust because...
I just think he's a bust because, one, his father hypes him up.
Okay.
He becomes the number one overall, like pretty well, not number one,
number
but
two.
essentially he would have been number one if LA was there because it's all about LA, right? So he's
Number
arguably the best one from the speculation we were hearing to come out of the draft.
Okay.
The reason I'm calling him a bust now is because when I look at Rookie of the Year race, he's not even in my discussion. Because I could probably go 5.
Okay.
There's probably at least 5 that are at least definitely.
I don't really count Ben Simmons because he had the experience of being in the league last year.
But
although
still,
this is his rookie campaign.
I'm just saying, for a guy that's supposed to be the guy, he was supposed to be, you know, the creme de la creme coming out of this, every team wanted him, blah, 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 all the hype. He's not even the number one guy right now.
So what are you saying?
Not even the number one
I don't think he's a bust. Like, maybe he's a bit high draft pick, but then again, the whole LA situation, local boy, it's a new marketing strategy for the Lakers to promote Ball. Yeah, maybe he's a bit overhyped. Maybe he's a little overrated, but bust, I don't think so. I don't think he's a bust. This guy got predicted coming into the league to be the next Jason Kidd. Sure, he hasn't proven that yet because he's his first year in the league. But what happened? What do we think about Jason Kidd? Whatever team you put him on, you definitely gonna make the playoffs.
But even
I'm not saying he's there yet. But
What
I don't
did you
think
just
he's a
say
bust.
there?
No,
What did
he's
you
having
just say
similar.
there?
He's having
similar numbers
to
as Jason Kidd.
Kidd his first season. But what?
Similar numbers, but he's only 23 games in. It could dip
32,
further.
you said
That's
32.
why I'm saying.
23.
That's why I'm saying
No,
it's too
23
early
games
to say a bust.
He's not a bust. He's already had 3 games with double doubles, and he's had 2 games with triple doubles, and he had a week where he
But they're
averaged
very
12
weak
rebounds.
triple doubles.
So here's
No,
the
they're
problem.
not. They're pretty solid.
Here's the
actually.
problem.
Are you crazy? Do you want to see the first triple double? I think he had 30 points, man.
Okay, here's the problem.
It's that shot.
I think people confuse the term bust with being overhyped
And overrated.
Okay, or maybe even overrated. Lonzo, most certainly, he was overhyped. Okay, he does not deserve the hype that he got. But to say he's a bust when he's averaging similar numbers to what Jason Kidd averaged in his first year, can you imagine if the Mavs let go of Jason Kidd or whichever, the Nets after that,
Suns.
the Suns, if they just gave up on Jason Kidd, you would have given up on a Hall of Fame talent, okay? So just give some time to Lonzo and see where he goes.
Yeah,
one
it's too
thing,
early.
one thing I will
the
agree
hype
with.
train,
one
though.
thing I will agree with. He needs to change the mechanics of his shot, but.
That's going to be next year. They already said that.
But yeah, overhyped, yes.
Work on the shot later.
And people saying, oh, his dad saying, oh, he's better than Stephen Curry, and that's why he's a bust. Just get over it. Get over what his dad is saying.
But you can't. His dad... Did you guys know? I don't know if you knew this, but... Because first of all, I'm going to say this. You can't, when his father continually, almost weekly, shoves down our throat how great he is, this,
Belief.
that, and the other.
Yeah.
He has belief.
Okay? How could we not say he's a bust if he doesn't... Because he better win Rookie of the Year. Because if he doesn't, he's a bust.
No, he's not a bust.
Because the way you view if somebody is a bust is not based on what somebody is saying about him.
Was Jason
It's
Kidd
based
Rookie
on
of the
his
Year?
productivity. That's all it is. So put
Okay,
aside
productivity.
Put aside what we say about him, what we predicted. Is he producing
What about-
worse than people?
Okay, but when we look at guards, when we look
him.
at great guards,
Yeah.
for the most part, especially now in this NBA, don't give me all that like Jason Kidd, because I know that's probably where you
Was
guys
he?
are going to go with it. Jason Kidd and Steve Nash weren't putting up crazy points. Now they look at like your point guards, your shooting guards, and everything. Points, put up some points. This guy's going to average 8 points for the year. 8 points.
Until his shot.
That's laughable.
shot
But
gets
he was never expected to be the scorer though. He was expected to be a facilitator.
To run the team.
He was expected
He's
to
a passer
be.
first
He was expected to be the type of point guard like
He's not a
like
scorer.
a Chris Paul at the beginning of his career, where Chris Paul was a pass first point guard.
And they said they're going to work on his shot this offseason, so he can't score a lot. But he's having games where sometimes he's hitting that three. It's on.
He needs
it's
to
pretty
change-
on
Yeah,
fire.
and he's having other games where he's literally non-existent.
but he's-
You don't even realize he's there. What kind of superstar is that?
there was
He needs-
no.
What kind of
there was-
star is that?
He needs to change his
There
mechanics.
was no when he came out of UCLA. There was no thought in the league that this guy's a scorer. He was a pass first,
Exactly.
run the team, tall point guard, kind of like
Rebounder,
Magic.
rebounder
Magic
too.
saw maybe himself in Lonzo in a way that it's a tall point guard running the floor. Or
Excuse me while I choke on my water.
Well, what about
Don't even.
What about Jason?
Don't even.
Well, do you don't think Magic had somewhat of an idea? Like this is the closest guy, like not to like to him in a sense to pass and like as Jason Kidd. But another thing, was Jason Kidd rookie of the year that year? That's a good question. Then you have some standing point there.
Well,
in your
shall
arguments.
we should probably, man. I wish
Did
we had a
Jason Kidd-
statistician
did
here
Jason
because
Kidd-
I wish we could look it up.
Was Jason Kidd? Let's keep
Maybe
talking.
let's keep talking and we'll look it up and you
But
let me know.
I don't think Lonzo's
Because
a bust though. I don't think.
I think he's really on that plane
And not only
of
that,
a potential bust.
Not only that, but when someone's playing
Especially-
decent like he is, you could give a guy like that at least 2 to 3 years before you call him.
Here's what I'm gonna
You know?
say.
He's no Anthony Bennett.
If
He's
his
no Sean
if his
Bradley,
father
you know,
would literally take whatever's in his ears because he doesn't like to
it was-
listen to
it was-
people. If he would take that out of his ears and take his own advice and stay in his lane,
it was a marketing
and
strategy,
actually
though.
just not do what he did, I probably right now would not be calling him a bust. I'm calling him a bust because of what his father did.
But that's the thing. That's the genius in his father. His father,
Oh yeah, his father's so genius that the Lakers have now put into place. They call it the LeVar Ball rule, where people are not allowed. He's not even allowed to state his opinion. They want nothing to do with him anymore.
genius. Because
Genius.
look, we wouldn't even be talking about. We wouldn't even care about the Ball family if it wasn't for.
Well,
LeVar.
actually, personally, I could give two shits about the LeVar Ball family.
No, you care.
I don't care.
You hate him.
I don't care. I don't care about the Balls. I don't even care about Lonzo.
Don't you hate him? Don't you hate LeVar?
Oh, that's
LeVar at first? Here's the thing with people like him. At first, yeah. Because I hated him just because of what he was saying and everything. But then eventually, you look at it and you're just like, whatever.
It wasn't,
Tune out.
It wasn't Jason
Mute.
Kidd.
Mute.
It was Chris
But
Webber.
here's the
Oh
thing.
man,
Chris Webber was
Here's the
Webber.
thing.
Jeez.
LeVar and Donald Trump, they've proven something. They're proven.
Oh, no.
No, it's true.
the belief system works.
They've proven that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you tell the truth. Lie as much as you want.
But he's not lying though.
Come on, Lonzo better than Steph Curry. I'm better than Michael Jordan.
Yeah, maybe
all that
in
stuff.
those terms he's overhyping him.
Lie as much as you want, as long as you keep making headlines. That the success will come.
Yeah.
Right? Publicity.
Yeah.
Donald Trump became the president by just lying through his teeth about
And
everything.
paying people on the table.
That's okay. First of all, we're getting a little political. That's a whole other story
And LeVar, there's no way he would be in a position to friggin' start a new shoe company, have Lonzo being the number 2 in the draft.
His dad believes in it.
Okay.
So that's
no,
why-
his dad believes in himself and what
his
he
dad
can build
believes in
for himself.
having his own show. Like, there's no way they would have gotten any of that
Yeah, if
if
his
it
dad
wasn't
didn't
for
push
his
for it.
dad
Yeah.
just pushing publicity.
Yeah, well, first of all, like his dad's a chump.
Which sucks because he's
you know what? If you were good enough in your own career in
What do you mean?
basketball,
They
you would
made
have been
it.
able to hype everything
They
yourself.
made
But
it.
instead, you have to use your sons, and your poor sons have to
to
be
be fair,
They made it.
To be fair though, LeVar Ball
Is
was
good marketing
rich
strategy.
before his kids were even born. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's not like LeVar Ball couldn't make his own money. Okay?
Yeah, but
So
These things he's saying about Steph Curry and better than that, he's just being foolish. He's not lying. He's just being foolish. And in a sense, what sucks about Alonzo is that he's overhyped in the sense that he didn't really create this. His father did, you know? So he doesn't really
I
merit.
agree.
He doesn't
But
really merit-
unfortunately,
he doesn't
you
really
have
merit
to
the
be.
overhype.
Yeah, but
You know, and that's
It is
He
in
didn't
this
hype
sense
himself
because it's shoved down your throat so much
It wasn't
that you
like
have to base
it wasn't
off
like
of that.
scouts and analysts overhyped him. You know, it was strictly his dad. And what happened?
Exactly.
It got him the second spot, man. It got him the second spot.
Well, let's be honest. It only got him the second spot because LA was the second spot. If LA was the 28th spot, he probably would have went 28th because he said himself, "I'm not going anywhere unless it's Lakers."
Which is good. That's good. That's a good marketing.
Well, yeah,
strategy
but so
for
don't
both
talk to
sides.
me about spot because spot it was because of where the Lakers were.
So I'm gonna bring it home right now. Okay?
That's not true
Is
either.
Lonzo living up to the expectations that LeVar set? Hell no, not yet. Not yet. Okay?
Not ever.
Is he
Potentially the next Jason Kidd.
is he overhyped? Yes. For sure overhyped. Is
of his dad.
he overrated? Maybe.
Little.
But is he a bust?
No.
Right now?
No. Not even.
And you have to waste. And even if he did have really low numbers, like maybe like 2 points a game, 2 rebounds,
He definitely
2
looks like the
assists,
next Jason
you
Kidd.
still have to wait. You
Right.
can't say first year he's a bust.
But does he look like the next Jason
People
Kidd?
call busts all the time
Yes.
off of first years.
it doesn't mean they're
off of first
It
years.
doesn't mean they're right.
Show of votes right now at this moment. Does he look like the next Jason Kidd? I say yes.
Yes.
No.
Especially if they change the shot mechanics
No.
and everything. Yes.
Yeah, but even Jason Kidd struggled his whole career until the end of it
Yeah.
to hit 3-pointers.
But you know what?
It's
Jason
one-
Kidd.
yeah,
right?
but-
Jason
but
Kidd
when
was
you-
born leader.
But when you have a
Don't tell me Lonzo can lead a team.
Yeah, but no one knew Jason
can't
Kidd was
lead a
born a
team.
leader until he proved himself. Let this guy prove himself. He has still a lot of time.
being a leader doesn't mean you
Not the first year.
doesn't mean you're a bust.
Not everyone.
Not being a leader doesn't mean you're a
Not
bust.
everyone's Donovan Mitchell, okay? That jazz rookie.
Like
Whoa,
Kevin
man.
Durant. Kevin Durant's not a leader. Is he a bust?
You know who he reminds me of?
Kevin Durant is the second best player in the league. Anyway, so let us know. Let us know in the comment section. Is Lonzo a bust, or do you think it's too soon, or do you think people just got the terms confused?